Hey, I'm Danny Irizarry, and being an actor is hard. Being a human itself is nearly impossible. But there are three major things that I found to be huge roadblocks on the way to having a positive mindset and lifestyle. And those are your peers, your career, and what's between your peers, your career, and what's between your ears. That's pretty good. I just came up with that. We've all heard the saying, it's not what you do, but who you know. And I firmly believe that when I find success as an actor, it will be as a direct result to the people who are in my life right now. So if that's the case, if the people who are in your life have such a huge impact on who you are and your future, it would make sense that you have to be very careful what people you have in your life. It's important that your friends, the closest three people to you, are supportive and also are there to call you out on the things that you do, to keep you accountable. And also vice versa. Not just because it is a two-way relationship, but also because I've often found that the times I feel best are when I'm there for my friends and I'm happy to support them in what they're doing. There's a passage in the Bible that commends us to be as wise as serpents and innocent as doves. I like this imagery because I like the idea of being a dove, a sign of positivity and freedom and beauty. But as something that has those characteristics, you're going to attract a lot of predators, not in the traditional sense of the word, but in people who want to use that positivity that you're sharing. So we have to be as wise as those people who are going to try and just take and take and take, and be there to give when necessary, but also know when to sever those ties. The second thing that really takes a chunk out of you is your career. And I've said a lot of the time, and this is a little bit of a tricky one, because I've said before that our job is to be told no, to go on an audition after audition after audition and be told no, no, no. And that's really difficult, especially for actors or filmmakers or writers whose job is to be vulnerable and explore emotion. I had a friend put it into perspective for me recently. Zach Campa, by the way, you should go check him out on Instagram, and I assume YouTube. I actually don't know if he has a YouTube channel. I recently did a short film with him, and he's a very wise and very helpful person to have in my life, so I appreciate the impact that he has on me. He said that oftentimes we think of auditions as job interviews. We make the comparison. I actually made that comparison in my previous video. He said that that's not quite the case, because a job interview, yes, is one chance to be in front of one person who has a huge impact on your future career. And yes, that does sound a lot like an audition. But here's the thing. When you have an audition, you've already passed the job interview. You're in front of somebody who may not say, yes, I want you for this project right now, but your face is in front of them. They've had the opportunity to see you, and maybe 2 years in the future, they might have a project that's perfect for you, and they go, oh, I remember this one guy, Danny Irizarry, who would do perfect for this role. See if you can get him on the phone. And I've even had a situation very similar to that happen before. So instead of putting all this weight on one audition to change your career and change your life, don't think of the audition as a job interview, but as a continuation of your job. Auditioning is the job. So being in the right mindset about that was very helpful to me, and hopefully it will be helpful to keeping you sane as an actor or a creator of some sort. The last big roadblock is yourself, and I know that's it's a huge cliche at this point in Hollywood that you are your own worst enemy. You are your harshest critic. But to some extent, it's very, very true. I often find myself watching projects that I've been in and going, ooh, that was bad, and I'm never going to be successful because of this tick that I have as an actor, and because my nose shape is weird, and because I don't feel like I'm learning or getting any better. I don't feel like I can play different characters. My natural instinct is just to let my brain go wild and tell me all these terrible things about myself. Because we are our own worst critics. I think many, if not all people, are naturally inclined to be very, very hard on themselves. And of course, you have to walk that line of confidence versus pride. But I found that taking time to sit down and intentionally look at the positive things in life is a great way to have a healthy mindset. I'll go on hikes in the morning, just take an hour or so and hike, and try to intentionally think about good things in my life. Think about where I am and the privileges that I have to be here. If I don't have time to go on a hike, I'll sit down and take some time and just think about that on my own. Also, side note, vitamin D, which you get from the sun, is an antidepressant, so going on hikes is really good for you. But taking time to intentionally fight those thoughts that naturally come to everybody is another great way to try and live a healthier, more positive lifestyle. So, remembering the importance of the people you have in your life, remembering the importance of the proper view of what your job really is, and remembering to intentionally find the positive things in life are great ways to keep your sanity in LA or wherever you are acting or creating. Those are all three wonderful ways to stay positive. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your experiences are. Thanks for sharing any little bit of wisdom that I might have, and I'd love to hear yours. So, if you have any questions, suggestions, or corrections, leave a comment and let's chat about it. Hope this helped. Thanks. Danny out.